So good day everyone, and today we will be learning of what is narrative text, together its elements, and what is the importance of learning narrative text. So without further ado, let's proceed. So before we proceed, here are the learning objectives. So by the end of the discussion, we will be able to understand and familiarize the element of narrative text, to have insights and ideas in regards to its relevance, and having the elements in narrative text, and also to be able to identify the elements of the narrative text. So the first one is the character. The character is the one of the elements in narrative text, which implies a character is a person, maybe a person, or can be an animal or figure, any figure that is being represented in a story. So characters are central to the narrative because they drive the plot forward through the actions, interactions, and development. So here are the sub elements of characters, which is protagonist, antagonist, and supporting characters. So protagonist is the main character of the story. The next one is the antagonist who opposes the protagonist. So it is the character or force that opposes the protagonist. Also, the supporting characters, the other character who develop the story and protagonist journey. So they are the ones who supports the protagonist or the main character, and the antagonist is the one who opposes or who fights or opposes the main character or the protagonist. So here are the examples of the characters. Protagonist, as we all know, Harry Potter. The antagonist, the you know who, Lord Voldemort, and the supporting characters, Mr. Hagrid, Miss Hermione Granger, and also Mr. Ron Weasley. The supporting characters and a friend of Harry Potter, who is the main character. So I would like to ask everyone if to give an example of your favorite character, like any in any movie, in any books that you love. Okay, thank you. So we proceed. Theme. So theme is the central idea, message, or underlying meaning of the story. Themes are often explored universal human experiences and may be explicitly stated or subtle implied. So it focuses more on the central ideas or messages within the story. So here are the samples: the good versus evil, as we all know, the Harry Potter, the Hunger Games, which tackles the theme of survival and resilience, Silent Voice, an anime, which tackles about love and friendship. So, before we proceed, as we recall, our theme is morely focuses on the central ideas or messages within the story. Meanwhile, the genre focuses more onto the overall category and stylistic approach of the story. So, genre refers to the category or type of the story based on its content, style, and form. So, it serves as framework that helps classify narratives, guiding both readers and writers on what to expect in terms of themes, structure, and conventions. So, do note that the theme focuses mainly on the central ideas, while the genre focuses more onto the broader or overall category of the story. So here are the examples. The cyberpunk genre, which is the genre is sci-fi. As we all know, the famous Narnia movie or even the book, which is the genre of fantasy. And also The House of Us, which is the genre of drama. So, I would like to know what are your favorite genres in probably movies or even in the books. Can anyone give me another example? Okay, thank you. So next, setting. So setting is a critical component that establishes the context in which the story takes place. So here are the sub-elements of setting. So location, the specific place where the event of the story occur. This can range from real geographical locations to fictional or fantastical environments. Also, do note we have time, the period during which the story unfolds. This can be historical, contemporary, or futuristic. This includes not only specific year, but also the time of day, season, and era. Also, social environment, the culture, social and political conditions surrounding the character. This includes aspects like class structure, norms, customs, and societal expectation. And another one, mood and atmosphere, the overall feeling or tone that the setting evokes. This can influence the emotion response of the reader and often supports the narrative's themes. So here are the examples. As we all know, what is this? Okay, very good. This is Hogwarts, the school of wizardry and witchcraft. So another one, this one. Yes, the setting is in a trench during the World War. Oh, this involves time and also the place. And this one is from the movie titled La La Land, which does evoke the mood and atmosphere, as we can see the colors being represented by the both of these characters. So next is the plot. Plot refers to the sequence of events that make up the story. It encompasses the actions, interactions, and conflict experienced by the characters, structured in a way that builds tension and leads to a resolution. So the plot is essentially the backbone of the narrative, guiding the reader through the story's beginning, middle, and end. So here are the key elements of plot. The exposition, which is the intro, rising action, climax, falling action, and denouement. So first, exposition. So it is the beginning of the story where characters, setting, and the main conflict are being introduced. Secondly, is rising action, where the series of events that build up to the climax, increasing the tension and complicating the conflict. So this is, shall we say, the starting point of the climax. As we can read this rising action. This connects from the introduction up until the climax, which will be the next climax. So the peak of the story's tension. So from uh, introduction, it rises up, the rising action, up to the climax, which is the peak of the story. So it is the most exciting or intense part where the protagonist faces the main challenge. Example like uh, during as we know example Star Wars during the fight between Obi-Wan and Darth Maul, for example, or maybe in a Harry Potter when Harry Potter the Hallows, where uh, the Adobe saved both Hermione and Harry from being killed by the Death Eaters. So just an example. So we proceed to falling action. So from the peak, we fall down to connect through the resolution. So resolution process, events that follow the climax and start to resolve the conflict, leading towards the closure of the story. So from the intro, we rise up until the peak, which is the climax. Then we fall down again to resolve the conflict, which is presented in the climax. So denouement or resolution, this is the end of the story where loose ends are tied up, conflict are resolved, and the story concludes. So do note also that in conclusion, there can be what we call cliffhangers, in which the conclusion was not really solved, but it is giving that the story will be followed by another story. So, shall we say conclusion in such a way it is called a cliffhanger because it didn't resolve the climax. Instead, it builds up an intense emotion or the feeling of wanting more. So that's also a conclusion, but in another way. So, any questions? Okay, not so far. Thank you. So it's time for the activity. So I will be giving you a task to have a movie review of your favorite movie. Like can be movie or books or any literary text that you want to review. So create it poster-like output. So be creative as much as possible. You can use like Canva or PowerPoint to present a movie or text review. So, conclusion. So, learning narrative text is crucial for developing a wide range of skills and competencies. It enriches the educational experience, foster cognitive development, enhance social and emotional intelligence, and has practical application in various aspects of life, whether for academic purposes, personal growth, or professional development. The ability to understand and create narrative is a fundamental and highly beneficial skill. So that will be all, and thank you.